welcome back to GingerCat DIY, the place where I do stuff, and you can too. What comes to mind when I say the name Velma Dinkley or Clark Kent? What about Elton John? What about John Lennon? What about Dame Edna? Mother? You might think about glasses. I've needed to wear glasses for a lot longer than I care to admit. And I recently got my prescription updated. My last ones weren't doing the job, so I didn't wear them. And so I got my glasses. I see much better. The world is so much clearer now, especially for reading. I need them up close. For the record, I see well enough. I don't need them for driving. If I'm wearing them while I'm driving, it's fine. If I'm not, that's also fine. I have the worst problem reading up close, which makes it hard as a teacher and doing my day job, or even recreational reading or catching up on the gossips. So I have a mild case of hyperfocus, which means my eyes work a lot harder than they should. And in one eye, I have an astigmatism. So a few minor things going on that make my life inconvenient enough. When I ordered my glasses, I had them mailed, and they mailed me with a really solid case. Great, nice and sturdy. They shipped it to me in an envelope. So if you know anything about the mail system here in America, they aren't necessarily delicate with the products going through the mail, but it survived. It's a great sturdy case. Unfortunately, the inside of the case was this weird flocking material and made my glasses super dusty. And also, she ain't cute. There's something we do well here is cute. So we gave her a makeover. Now we painted in the last one with rainbows, and we're painting this one with rainbows. And I wanted to go for a Lisa Frank inspired. Remember, it's a small surface. I didn't want to paint on it for 2 weeks. I really wanted to do it in about 2 sittings. So here's my inspiration. So let's see, how did it turn out? Take a look. Glasses case, gesso, various paintbrushes, several pyramids, a bunch of paint, a paint palette, more water, paint cloth.
What can I say? It's just a standard clamshell case. It's rigid, it's black, it has a little bit of a texture on there. There's my glasses on the inside, and yeah, you can't see it on camera, but they just get really, really dusty. Let's see what's on the inside. I wouldn't really have considered giving this box a makeover had it not been for this inside being so dusty. It's just some flocking material, and the material rubs off. When you have a case like this, it's really important to play with it. Nom, 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 nom. Chomp, 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 chomp. Look out, paint. Nom, 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 nom. Now it's time to sand it. This is about a 200 grit, and sand all the shiny off. One thing that I think it's funny that we don't talk about as YouTubers or teachers or tutorialists is that when you sand, there's a lot of little bits, some dust, that you need to wipe off before you do your gesso. So do that. Imaginary friends, welcome to gesso. Gesso is a thick, smooth primer and sticks to most surfaces really well. The biggest trick is make sure you let it dry. Here is my favorite gesso brush. It's also thick and very fluffy and soft. Gesso will sort of self-level as it dries, so you don't have to worry about too many streaky parts, but on some surfaces it will dry a little bit more thick in spots. Don't forget to paint yourself into a corner with your thumb. There we go, we fixed that. And then keep on painting. Remember when I introduced those pyramids? Yeah, push those aside because we're not going to use them at all. We're instead going to use a can of polyurethane to hold this up. I love paint pyramids. They are very, very wonderful to use, just not at this awkward angle. So bye-bye pyramids. Introducing the at-home glass paint palette. What can I say? It's handy. I just put a piece of recycled paper on the back. I had done spirographs. It didn't work out so well. Tape it along the edges and there you go. Glass palettes are a lot easier to clean than their plastic counterparts. Just scrape away and it comes off clean. Just absolutely do not let the paint cure on here for a very long time. You're going to do a lot of scraping and it doesn't really cut the glass. It just is not fun. Just a little bit more preparation before we get started, and it's time to clean that crack. Just get in there and sand that crack. Make sure it's a nice smooth crack. You don't want a lumpy crack, so just get right in there with that sandpaper. In the last episode, we talked about yellow needs a lot of real estate, so we started with yellow. In this video, we're going to shake a lot of paint. You're going to see a lot of shaking, and here is why. It separates, especially older paint. It separates. It's pretty gross. Blending takes a long time. You go back and forth on the colors a lot. Sometimes it feels like you will never get there, but eventually you do. I can do a blending episode, just not today. Ugh, let's talk about orange. Mixy. Ugh. Let's try that again with the colors we're actually going to use. This is how you get a more palatable color. Start with yellow, add a little bit of your red or pink, and mixy orange. At this point I decided that it was too bright and you wouldn't be able to see the colors I add on my name and the stars. So I just did a little whitewash. You take some white paint and some water and just slop it around. Don't slop it around, just do it nicely. I realized that the Lisa Frank font is very similar to part of my logo, so I just do my logo. Guess what? I have a logo. Did you notice that? My logo is on the banner of my YouTube channel. I'm showing you this in real time so that you can see how very slow and deliberate I have to be to make my handwriting look nice. When I'm taking notes or just writing in general, it's very sloppy, it's very ADHD, and I can have nice handwriting, but not if I want to keep up with the rest. Now I go in and paint the white background. The colorful paint of the actual letters will be a lot thinner, so make this part a little bit thick. I made my G super thick, but you know, your girl likes a thicky paint. You get a star, and you get a star, and you get a star. Stars all around. Let's paint them. I'm going in with my thin liner Poscas, and it's really translucent. It didn't go on very well, and I was a little bit worried about the rest since these are such small stars, and I had to end up going with my thicker, more opaque Poscas. So you can see here how thin it is, and you can see here how the thick Poscas have a much better coverage. Let's have a shaking Poscas montage. I go back in with my thicker pink Posca and voila, it looks a lot better. Once the paint is dry, just scrapey. This part can be very satisfying. And write in the letters. I chose Rainbow Order because I like Rainbow Order. I really like this font when I'm lettering. It's really cute. It's bold, it stands out, and I don't know why I don't do it more often. As a side note, after editing this video, I do go back and put the lines in inside the D. And because I'm not just cute, I'm quirky, dinosaurs on the inside. This is what I have chosen to line my case. Ugh, this pattern. I'll talk more about it in a minute. I just thought I could just shove paper in and it would make the right shape. Let's just put that to the side and ignore it for a little bit, shall we? And here I'm putting a silicone sheet in so that I can put on a layer of polyurethane. Here's my 5 tool, and I use it to open this jar. I use it to open the jar, and I opened it. Oh, yeah, back to this. I pinch the edges, hoping that I get a nice clean line. I open it back up so that I can see those lines, cut along those lines. Where are those lines? I don't know. Just watch. To give my spectacular spectacles some cushion, I used some batting, shaped it, and used this little tool that's a taping tool and stuck it in. Look, there's my toy from my childhood in my hot glue. I call these my hot glue finger nubbins, and you put them on and they keep your fingers safe. Make sure you do T-Rex fingers when you're doing that. It helps when you're heating your glue gun up. This is an old hot glue gun. Old hot glue gun. Now that the glue runs clear, I start in the middle, and then you can see what my finger nubbins are for. The hot glue is hot, so this just protects your finger from getting burned, and the hot glue doesn't stick to the silicone. Then I proceed to forget to put the finger nubbins on my thumbs and use it anyway. It didn't burn me, but use the finger nubbins. Carefully scrape off any excess glue. We're going to cover up most of that in a minute anyway. Stars on the back. Star, 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 star. Too bad there isn't a song about stars. And I'm really into these little dots, so here are more little dots. Kind of a galaxy kind of a feel. Cute. I did my layer of polyurethane between doing the white stars and doing the colors, just so I didn't smear the colors like I did on the front. Learn from your mistakes and move on. And then I just put a little dab of polyurethane on top. I use some thin ribbon and that little taping gun and finish it off, make it look professional.
There you have it. In less than true GingerCat fashion, I didn't screw anything up. No drama. There was a little bit of bleeding when I put the polyurethane over the top, but nothing that was a catastrophe. A little white paint. On the back side, I learned from my mistakes and it turned out cute. I like cute. I covered in colorful cute around me. I have a couple of spooky cute. And that's not going to end. I like cute, and some of my art tends towards cuteness, And as you've seen in some of my other videos, some of them are less than cute. I enjoy a variety. October's coming up, so I have some very fun, spooky activities coming up for you to try. Some things that are really quick and simple to things that take more than a couple of days to do. As far as the glasses, you can already see the biggest glaring problem with wearing glasses on screen. You can see all my ring lights, and it looks like that there are 3 or 4 of them. I have 2 ring lights. They're little. I'm a little tiny channel, not making money yet. I don't have a diffuser or anything to kind of offset that kind of 3 or 4 pupil look. So I won't be wearing my glasses in my intros and outros, but I will be wearing them when I'm doing my crafts and my art, so that I can see what I'm doing and hopefully better my skills from that. So next week, we're going to do some it's gonna be awesome. Something that I haven't done on this channel yet. Until then, you know what to do. Bye. Minerva.
She doesn't care. That thing's weird. Next month is October.
I know, it's in a few weeks. This is the outro part. This is the outro. Oh, booby sleeves. Oh, booby sleeves. Poofy sleeves. I'm filming it like this now. All wobbly because it's on the gooseneck. It's on the gooseneck. My eyes are green. They're green. If there was any doubt, they're green.